In fact, the United States continues to pursue its excessive demands as part of its ongoing aggression against the Islamic Republic of Iran. The only path to success is for the Americans to abandon their illegitimate and excessive demands. The Americans have repeatedly lied along the path they have taken over the past few months. In fact, the realities have shown how far they are from the truth. The Iranian nation will never forget this American crime, and our powerful nation will certainly hold those savage American criminals accountable for their heinous act. This crime will be neither forgotten nor forgiven.
Iran is now vowing deadly revenge for what it has described as unprovoked attacks carried out by the United States. After the surprise US strike on Iran, Mojtaba Khamenei's camp appears to be back on a bloody warpath once again. "We will never forget this American crime," Iran's leadership roared, delivering a fierce warning to Washington. Iran and the United States traded strikes as negotiations remained deadlocked, with no sign of a diplomatic breakthrough. Iran then struck an American airbase in Kuwait in retaliation, following the surprise US attacks carried out on May 28.
In fact, the United States continues to pursue its excessive demands as part of its ongoing aggression against the Islamic Republic of Iran. The only path to success is for the Americans to abandon their illegitimate and excessive demands. This war showed that the Strait of Hormuz, in fact, provided a route for threatening the national security of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Therefore, Iran, as an independent sovereign state, has the right to protect its national security and national sovereignty and not allow them to be threatened or violated. In fact, in the coming period, the Islamic Republic of Iran will take measures that, through their adoption and implementation, will safeguard its national security and sovereignty. In this context, it is in communication with the other state bordering the Strait of Hormuz, namely Oman. The Americans have repeatedly lied along the path they have taken over the past few months. In fact, the realities have shown how far they are from the truth. The Iranian people, the Iranian armed forces, and the Iranian government have powerfully shown the Americans that they can defend their own security, sovereignty, and territorial integrity, and that they will not allow the Americans to continue their savage aggression. In reality, the thesis America proposes for governing the world is peace through force, a concept that belongs to the era of barbarism. The Islamic Republic of Iran, like other independent nations, believes in establishing peace through dialogue, cooperation, and diplomacy. But America does not accept peace through diplomacy. Rather, it thinks it can achieve peace through aggression. In other words, through savagery. Of course, for Americans, peace means securing all of their illegitimate interests. That is precisely why, when tens of thousands of people are killed in Gaza, peace there is not considered threatened from the United States perspective. Why? Because its own interests and those of its ally, the Zionist regime, are not threatened. Iran has always shown that while it is a powerful and authoritative country, it is at the same time a responsible international actor, one that can defend its national sovereignty and territorial integrity with strength, and in line with its own interests. We believe there are no problems between us and our neighboring countries. The current problem in our region is, first and foremost, American interference and the presence and influence of the Zionists. If America is pushed aside and the Zionists have no role in the region, we will certainly have a stable, secure, and truly peaceful region, one that can pave the way for the development and progress of all countries in the region. Which country assassinated our leader while we were negotiating? The United States did. The United States committed this crime by exploiting its bases in the region. If the United States weren't here, and if its bases weren't in the region, our region would definitely be the best and most stable in the world. That is why peace through force means promoting barbarism, justifying crime, and justifying murder. They know very well that it is these children and young people who stand against them with all their being, their knowledge, and their capabilities. Children and young people are a danger to them because they will not submit to force. This shows that the Americans' claim to human rights is a 100% lie. They place no value on human beings or their rights whatsoever. While the innocent children of Minab had a right to live, and their fathers and mothers held hopes for their future, the savage and criminal Americans deliberately martyred them, launching several missiles at them. The Iranian nation will never forget this American crime, and our powerful nation will certainly hold those savage American criminals accountable for their heinous act. This crime will be neither forgotten nor forgiven. Rather, the Americans must be brought to justice, and the legitimate legal rights of the Iranian nation must be restored.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.